Hello students. So I hope you have done your first term exam nicely. You'll be getting your results shortly. So we'll be continuing with our second unit test now. And syllabus, first chapter for the syllabus is probability. I have already discussed this chapter in the first term in online classes. But since I think you have forgotten, so I am going to discuss this chapter again with you. Probability, one of the very important chapters of the ICSE exams, and mostly 6 to 7 marks of questions are expected from this chapter. The very easy one, trust me children. So you have done probability in 8th standard also, if you remember. 9th though it was not a topic. Probability as the word means either it is or it is not. In English, probably. When someone you are not sure about it and someone is asking you a question, when you are not sure, you will say probably. Probability means the event of happening or not happening. Suppose today is a very sunny day and maybe sunny summer season, and if I say is there any chances of rain today, so you will say no. But if it is a rainy season and again it is a very sunny one, and if I ask today is the chance of raining today, you will say probably. Probably it can happen, it may not happen. So if the event happens, it is said to be sure event. And probability is 1. But if the event does not happen, it is said to be unsure event. And of course the probability is equal to 0. Remember children, probability of any event will lie between 0 and 1. Means 0 less than equal to probability of event less than equal to 1. Either 0 or 1 or in decimals. It can be 0.3, it can be 0.4, whatever. It can be 3 upon 4, it can be 5 upon 6. So I told you that probability of an event lies between 0 and 1. And this is said to be the range. Where sure event is 1, unsure event is 0. For example, sun rises in the east, that is a sure event. So its probability will be always be 1. If I say sun rises in the west, that is next to impossible. So it is unsure event and probability will be 0. So likewise we take out the probability of the events. Now how you will get the question, I will try to make you understand that too in very short. First of all, what is the definition of probability of event? Probability, you will write full form, probability of event is equal to favorable outcome over total outcome, and this you will understand when I do the questions. Total outcome, or you can write probability of event is equal to favorable outcome over total outcome. See children, first of all it is very necessary to write the formula, because formula carry marks in these questions. And then the event whatever has been given to you, you have to write in the round brackets. Now there are mostly 3 cases which you should be very aware of or very knowledgeable about. That is, first is coins. Simple example of coins I will give you. Then dice, and of course the third is cards, that is playing cards. Most of you playing cards, playing means tash. Most of you have seen in your houses playing cards, your parents play, or patte you can say. So first topic is coin. Suppose I toss a coin. I toss a coin like this. I have 2 probabilities. Either I will get a head or a tail. Until it lands on my hand or maybe on the ground, I will not be able to know what will come. But if I ask you, what is the probability of coming a head? You will say only one time a head can come or either tail can come. So question arises, what is the probability of getting a head? This is an event. This is said to be event. Probability of head, only one time it can come out of two. Two events I have, either head or tail. And if I say what is the probability of coming a head, if I toss a coin once, so it is only 1 upon 2. Out of 2, only one chance is there that the head can come, and similarly one chance is there when tail can come. So this is my probability. Now, how we define it? 1 is said to be favorable outcome and 2 is said to be total outcome. I hope you understood the formula now. Probability of event is favorable outcome over total outcome, and children, this is the way you are going to write it. Probability of head, you write the formula first, is equal to 1 over 2, and you have to mention the favorable outcome at the side in the curly bracket 1, and total outcome is 2. So this is how you do it. This is the case of one coin. Children, if I toss two coins, first I'll talk about coin only, two coins. Now you know that first of all we have to find the total outcome. So total outcome, one coin, 2, another coin, 2. If I take coins in my hands and I just toss it like this, so what is the probability of getting the heads or tails? You don't know until it lands on the ground, but you know that either two heads can come, both the coins, either one head or one tail, or one tail or one head, or two tails. Now remember children, suppose this is first coin, number 1 coin, and number 2 coin. Suppose I toss them. First of all, what I do is I will write the total outcome. Total outcome of two coins, because I am going to toss them together. If one coin is 2, another coin is 2, the total outcome is always formed by multiplying them. So 2 into 2, that is 4. Now what are the 4 total outcome I can get? I have to mention in the curly bracket. Either both the coins will give head, either one coin will give head and other will give tail, or one will give tail and other will give head, or both will give tail. And you can say, ma'am, what is the difference between second and third? The difference is, children, that the position of the coins matter. If first coin gives head and second coin gives tail, it matters. HT is not equal to TH because it is in round brackets. Round bracket, the position can't be changed. And of course, when it was in curly bracket, you can easily write it like this, T and H, there's no problem at all. But round bracket means the first position, first coin head, that means first coin only. Second position, second coin tail, that means second. You cannot interchange the places yourself. I hope you have understood. This is how we do it when two coins toss. So this is the total outcome. Suppose my question is, what is the probability of getting two heads? This is my event. Now two heads I can get only once. 1 out of 4. We will write favorable outcome over total outcome, and that is 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4, you can have to mention favorable outcome at the side in the curly bracket H. If I ask the question, what is the probability of getting a head? Exactly one head. One head. So you know very well. There are 2, so you will write favorable outcome over total outcome again, and 2 upon 4. Or you mention the favorable outcome at the side, either HT in the round bracket or TH. See how easy it is. If I say probability of getting at least, understand the word, at least one head. At least means 1 and more than 1 you have to take. So 1 I have, second and third, and more than 1 I have first one. So total favorable outcome or total outcome will be 3 upon 4. At least word means 1 and more than 1. if I use the word at most, sorry, I use the word at most means at most one, that means not more than one, not more than one, or at most two, that means not more than two, but lower you have to take. For example, now I take the example of 3 coins, which is your question. This came in pre-board also last year. If I toss 3 coins together, so 2, 2, 2, total outcome of each coin will be 2, and the total of all the 3 coins when I toss together will be 2 into 2 into 2, that is equal to 8. So children, now 8 I have to mention. See, very simple it is. I told you, you cannot change the position. So first is H. All the 3 coins will give me head, or all the 3 coins will give me tail. Second is 1 head, 2 tails, or 1 tail, 2 heads. Third is H, H, T, 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 H. I have mentioned 8. So still left, I hope you have understood now, P, H, T, H, T, H. So these are the 8 outcomes which I have got, and that comes equal to the 8 which I have written as 2 into 2 into 2, 2 to the 4 to the 8. And I have taken all the 8 outcomes and I have to write like this. This is my first step of the question. Then I have a question, what is the probability of getting exactly 3 heads? Exactly 3 heads. So children, try to understand. It's very simple and no one can make mistake in it if you understand the concept. So 3 head I will get only once, 1 upon 8. Only one time when I toss the 3 coins together, it is a chance of getting 3 heads. If I say exactly 2 tails, well, exactly 2 tails, 1, 2, only 2, exactly 2 tails, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, so 2 upon 8, and please reduce to the lowest term. If I get, say, probability of at least 1 head, means you have to take 1 and more than 1 also. See, wait, 1, 2, 1, 2 you have to take 1, more than 1 also you have to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. This is 7 upon 8. I said at least means कम से कम 1 and more, उससे ज़्यादा सारे, कम से कम 1 and उससे ज़्यादा सारे. Try to understand. If I say at most 2 heads, then 2 और उससे नीचे वाले सारे. So 2 heads means 1, 2, maximum 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maximum 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maximum 2 और से नीचे वाले सारे. So this is 3. So I hope you understood the word meaning of the word at least and at most. This is how we do it. It's very simple. This is the way of presentation. You are going to write the formula, the favorable outcomes, total outcomes, and then only you will move further. If you will not write the questions nicely or the explanation nicely, your marks will be cut, because calculations, we don't have any number here. No marks for calculations. It is very simple. And children, please don't reduce to decimals. No answers to be given in the decimals, only fractions. Leave the answers in the fraction, but reduce to the lowest term. Now we'll go to the second case, that is dice. You know, one dice has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up till 6 numbers. So total outcome of one dice will be 6. if I say what is the probability of getting even numbers, so you know very well 2, 4 and 6 are even numbers, so 3 out of 6. If I say probability of prime number, then 1, no, 1 is not a prime number, 2, 3 and 5. Again, so you are going to mention the favorable outcomes in the bracket 2, 4, 6 because they carry marks. You have to be careful. 2, 3 and 5 and so on. It can be probability of even number, it can be odd number, it can be multiple of 2. Multiple of 2 means 2, 4, 6, or multiple of 3, 3 and 6, or multiple of 4 and so on. This is how you get it. But you know that such an easy question you will not get. They are questions of 8th standard. You will get a question where 2 dice are concerned. You will roll 2 dice simultaneously. So children, 6 of one and 6 of other. You know total outcome of 1 dice is 6. So total outcome of 2 dice will be outcome of 2 dice will be if rolled simultaneously. Simultaneously will be 6 into 6. I told you you have to multiply. 6 into 6, that is 36. Now children, 36 total outcome to be mentioned. Make a curly bracket and start with first. 1 dice will get 1, other will get 1. It is possible. 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, and you have to mention them in the answer because it carry marks. 2, 1, 3, 1, and of course 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. Similarly 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2. Similarly 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6. 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5 and 6, 6. This is how you are going to do it, and this comes out to be 36. This is to be done in the answer because it carry marks. They are total outcomes when you roll the 2 dice simultaneously. Now you come to question number, exercise 1 is very easy. I'll directly go to exercise 3 because that is the most important and it will almost cover everything. So I'll start with the question. Suppose 2 dice are thrown simultaneously. Find the probability that both the dice show same number. So probability of event is doublet. Doublet means both the dice show same number. See children, I am writing at the side. First of all, you are going to write favorable outcome over total outcome. Total outcome is 36, all of you know. Now you take out favorable outcome and please mention in the curly bracket 1, 1, 2, 2. Both the dice showing same number. This is how you are going to mention it. See. So answer is 6 over 36. How easy it is. See, you are seeing how easy it is. Suppose I have a question that first dice shows 1. Sorry, first dice shows 6. Now you have only these 6 in which the first number of dice is showing 6. So what is your probability? It will be probability first dice showing 6 is 6 upon 36. That is again 1 upon 6. Mostly you get answers like this only. Then suppose I have a find the probability of the numbers on the dice, sum of the numbers, total of the number on the dice is 9. So I have to find the dice or the dices or the ordered pairs in when I throw both the dices and total comes out to be 9. So let us find out. It's very simple because we have written the total outcomes. We can find from there how we get time. 9. So first of all we write favorable outcomes. Let me write it. 9 I need. 2, 6, 8. So this is first one. 3, 6. I'll mention here. 3, 6. This is 3 plus 6 is 9. You go to the second one. 4, 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 here said, so we go for only 9. 4, 5. Then of course 5, 4. See how simple it is. That is why I asked you to put write this total outcome. It becomes very simple. 6 plus 3, 9. See. So I have got 4 probabilities where I can get total of 9. So that is 4 upon 36 and of course 1 upon 9. Don't change into decimals because answer to be left in the fraction only. Suppose I have product of the number on the dice is 8. Product now. So probability of event is product of number is 8. Product of number is 8. Product. Let us find out from the total outcome. And I write the favorable outcomes here in the curly bracket. Product should be 8. 2 4s are 8. So 2 and 4. Then 8. 4 2s are 8. 2 4 and 4 2 are 2 different. You know that. And I think not more than that. So I have only 2. 2 4 and 4 2. So how many I got? Only 2. These are the 2. So what will be my probability? Out of 36, only 2 ordered pairs are like that who have product of 8. So 2 upon 36 and of course answer will be 1 upon 18. So see how simple if you write it as a total outcome. These are the base main I am making you understand. So you can do the questions very nicely. Then suppose I have total of number on the dice greater than 9. So probability of event is numbers greater than 9. Greater than 9. Now greater than 9 numbers will be 10, 11 and 12. The favorable outcome which I can find, total of numbers should be 10, 11, 12. So see, till here I don't have anything. From here it starts 4, 6 because it is 10 greater than 9. Then you can go for 5, 5 because it is also 10 greater than 9. You can go for 5, 6 greater than 9. Then of course 6, 4. 6, 4 and 4, 6 are 2 different things. Please remember that. Then 6, 5 of course, 11 and 6, 6. So all these, the sum is either 10, 11 or 12. So what will be my probability of number greater than 9 is equal to 6 upon 36, 1 upon 6. Children, please understand you have to mention the favorable outcomes and total outcome. And then you write the formula here, favorable outcome over total outcome. You can use this abbreviation F dot O, T dot O, but since there is only one question you will get or two, you better don't use the abbreviations, you write the full form. So this is how we do it, see how simple it is. One more question of this dice, I can give you more examples on this. For example, you can go for the question number, open your book on page 394 and let us do one question of dice. For example, let it be question number, let it be a question number 26. It is on dice, so I would love to do this question. 2 dices each way. Question number 26 on page 395. All the questions are same. Once you understand the concept, trust me, you will not have any problem. But if you will cram, then nothing will be clear to you because you very well know that your questions will not be from the book. And children, please start studying seriously. Don't cheat. What you have done in the first term, you also know very honestly. This is for your benefit only, what I can say. Otherwise, this is your loss. Now, question is, told together, find the probability that the sum of the numbers on the uppermost faces of the 2 dice is 4 or 5. So probability either the sum should be 4 or 5. Let the favorable outcomes be 4 or 5. Sum should be 4. 1 3, 2 2, 2 2, 3 1. This is 4, not more than that. And 5. 1 4, 2-3, 3-2, 4-1. You see, I told position matters. Though 1-4 and 4-1 you will think same, but it is not, because if one dice will give you 4, the other can give you. The first dice is giving 4, the other is giving 1. So it matters. So total is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what is the probability? 7/36. Probability of 4 or 5. They asked me probability either 4 or 5. And then question is either 7, 8 or 9. For example, 7, 8 and 9. So I'll write all the pairs where the probability is either 7, 8 or 9. So you write the favorable outcomes. And that is why I have written the total outcomes. I'm getting everything from there. So favorable outcome, sum total should be 7, 8 or 9. So favorable outcomes will be 7. We'll start from here. 3, 2, 5, 7, 1, 6 also you can take. 1, 6, 7, then 2, 5, 7, then 7, 8 also. 2, 5, then 2, 6 also, because this is 8. You need 7, 8 and 9. 2, 6, then 3, 4. 3, 4, 3, 3 also. 6, 3, 4, 7, 3, 5. 3, 3, 6 we don't need. 7, 8, 9 we need. 3, 4, 3, 5 and 3, 6. So 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6. 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again 7, 8, 9. 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. Then again 7, 8, 9. 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4. Last one 7, 8, 9. You see, this is how we do it. 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3. So what is total? 3, 3, 6, 3, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So total outcome is 15. And probability of the event will be 15/36 or 5/9. 5/3 by the 15, 5/12. Sorry. This is how you get it. I hope you have understood how to do these sums. 2 dice is rolled together, how to take out the favorable outcome from the total outcome. You just see the condition they have given, write it in the favorable outcome, you write the formula, don't use the abbreviations, and then you just write favorable outcome over total outcome. Suppose I have a question less than 6. Total should be less than 6. So less than 6 comes 2, 3, 4 and 5. You have to find all the ordered pairs whose sum is either 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. You can find it. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 5. So these all 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 3, 4, 5. Less than 6 means the sum should be either 3, 4 or 5. Or more than 10, 11 and 10. 1 to 11 means 5, 6, 6, 5, 6, 6. More than 11, more than 10. So children, this is how you, when 2 dices are rolled together. Now the last case is of cards. See children, we have 52 playing cards. Listen to me very carefully, because if you understand this concept, everything is easy. 52 playing cards. We have spades, club. These both are black, and they are in Hindi we call them hukam chidi. Just to make you understand, because most of you hukam chidi. And there are 13 cards, out of which Golla, Begum, Badshah are said to be face cards. So both suits 3, 3, so 6 black face cards. 6 black face cards. First of all, you understand what we have. Then again comes the second part, that is hearts and diamond. They are red cards. Their heart means pawn, diamond means inked. They are also 13 in number. Again they have face cards, Gola, Begum, Badshah, Jackal, Queen, King. JQK. You can say K. I'm using the Hindi word so that you can be more careful. Again 6. Both the suits, 3 here, 3 here. So these are said to be face cards or picture cards. And rest 1 to 10 are said to be number cards. So in total I have 52 cards. Now the question is, if I take out, suppose if I take out 12 face, if I take out the face cards from the 52 cards. Now listen to me carefully. I said 6 face cards of black color and 6 face cards of red color. Black color means spades and clubs, that is hukam and chidi, and 6 face cards of red means pan or eat, that is hearts and diamonds. So if I say that I have removed face cards, that means on the whole out of 52 playing cards I have removed 12 because on the whole there are 6 black, 6 red, so 12 I have removed, so I am left with only 40 cards. I removed these cards from the playing cards, so I am left with 40 cards. Now what is the probability of getting a 6 of diamond? I have mentioned diamond, so this will be only 1 out of 40. But if I say what is the probability of getting 6, then every suit has 1 6. Hukam ka chikka, chidi ka chikka, pan ka chikka, eat ka chikka, then there is probability of getting 4 out of 40. See how easy it is. But for that you must know the basic of the playing cards. So this is how we do these questions, 52 playing cards. For example, I am doing one question number 3 of page 394. From a well-shuffled deck of 52 cards, 1 card is drawn. Find the probability that it's a face card. You know that total outcome is 52 because 52 playing cards. And you know that face cards are 12. So what is the probability of getting a face card? Naturally, out of 12, 52 only 12 are face cards, so probability of getting is 12 out of 52. 12 times you can get a face card. 6 of black, chidi and hukam, 6 of red, pan and eat. So this is how we do it. You please reduce them to the lowest term, don't leave it like this. 2 6 are 12, 2 2 are 4 and 2 6 are 12. Again you can cut it, 2 3 are 6, 3 upon 13. Similarly, if I get not a face card, I don't need a face card. So you know that 12 face cards to be minus, not a face card. When I don't need a face card, it is very simple. 40 are not face cards. So out of 52, 40 are numbers. There is chance of getting 40 number cards. Every suit 10 cards. 4 suits with club, spades, heart, and about diamond. 1 to 10. Because not a face card, I don't need a face card. Face card means picture, that is Gola, Begum, Badshah. They don't need that. Out of that, only this 40 times I can get a number card. Cut it, 20 upon 26 and upon, of course, 10 upon 30. This is how we do it. I hope you have understood. Then queen of black color. So you know queen of black color, either spade or club, that is hukam or chidi. Black. Queen of black. 2 times you can get 2 upon 52. Queen of black, either hukam or chidi. Then card with number 5 or 6. Card with number 5 or 6. Either 5 or 6. 4 times 5 can come, 4 times 6 can come. So it is 8 upon 52. See how simple it is. How simple it is. A card with number less than 8. All the suits have 7, 7. So 4 suits are there. So probably less than 8 means 7 4s are 28 upon 52. Less than 8 means 1 to 7 of spades, 1 to 7 of clubs, 1 to 7 of hearts, 1 to 7 of diamonds. Hukam, chidi, eat, pan. 1 से 7, 7 4s are 28. So probability of getting a card less than 8 is 28 upon 52. Then of course a card of number between 2 and 9. Probability between 2 and 9. That means neither 2 nor 9 to be taken. Taken to be 3, 4, 5 and 6. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of all the 4 suits, that means probability between 2 and 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of spades, of clubs, of heart or of diamond. They are not mentioned which. So 3, 3, 6, 6 for the 24. So answer of probability of the event will be 24 upon 52. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He said between 2 and 9. That means neither 2 nor 9 to be taken. So see children how you compare it. This is the concept, and this type of question you will get either on the points, maybe on the choices or the cards. Now more questions I will discuss in the next video. Now you just understand the concept first. In the next video I will discuss exercise 25C thoroughly, so that if you have any doubts they are more clear to you. Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon.